All right, guys, here we are. Hole number 5 here. Take a look at this one. So it looks like we got some tailwind here. Big topper, not typically the best way to go for pro. I'm thinking of just, getting this ball out here. Typically in pro, I'll go to this left fairway. So if I can get this up here, full power, something along the lines of here, I'll usually use some left spin because this second fairway is so hilly. But you also see that my top spin's way down, so only like 1 bar. And I'll typically play here maybe 3 or 4 rings for a 6. It is an angled wind as well. So being the fact that it's angled, you might, under adjust kind of intentionally. But also, we need this to land to the left. It looks like it is, because it's just going to kind of drift down to the right. So all you need to do is get that out into the fairway somewhere. So the first number 1 key. And there you can see, it looks like my opponent barely keeps it on the fairway. Now, what you might want is, a side spin ball, especially for this wind. So maybe if I even go Kingmaker, I got to be honest with you, this is one of the times that I might go Kingmaker, just because having that, since I have to play, you can see that the wind it's pretty suspect here. So I can only go 4 or 4.5 bars, but the hardest part about this shot is the wind effect. So we need to kind of offset this guide. And you can see that's what I'm trying to focus on here. You can also see it says +1, so I'm very close to the natural distance. You'll want to kind of use different offsets. You can see this is, now I'm right at the +0, +1. So you'll want to do different offsets based on, how you get closer or farther to the hole. Now I'm going to go just a little bit beyond 1-1-1 here. So that's about 7 rings for a 6.8. But you can see it's still out to the left just barely. So I was off by almost 1 full grid. So that means my ball guide offset needs to be just a little bit more. I need to be a grid more to the right when I play this wind effect. My ring adjustment was probably pretty perfect. Maybe a little bit under, touch. However, that's just going to cause you to land higher up on the hill. The more right that you go, the higher up on the hill it lands, the more it's going to kick down to the left. So you really got to offset that guide just a little bit more than even I did there. So that'll be the key, is getting enough ball guide offset, which is very tough to do. And as I mentioned, we have a little bit of uphill on this shot, but, I'm thinking typically 0.9 per ring. At max club, give or take. And since I was only at +0, I kind of came in on that just a touch. But as I mentioned, the popular miss here is going to be left, because playing enough wind effect and also offsetting that guide is very tough to do. So you'll want to just make just minor tweak to what I did here, in the neighborhood of about another yard or another grid over on your initial ball guide offset. But it should give you a good chance to make it if you're precise with your ring counting. So good luck with that, guys, and I'll see you guys on the next one.